Hello! Unique Impact here, and welcome to the first podcast for GSC. I am here with Aiglin. Hello, Aiglin.
Hello.
I'm here with Mitch. Hello, Mitch.
Yeah.
And our special guests for today, Ham.
What's up?
And Remote.
That's enthusiastic, thanks.
Yo.
Man, I am
Better.
pretty excited for this. I'm getting
Aren't we
pretty
all?
hyped, yeah.
Been a
Man.
while since
So,
sort of the community as a whole has had a podcast. Well, no, I didn't mean the buzzword. I'm sorry, I used the
Let's just bring in
buzzword. I
the oofs.
apologize.
When was the last
So-
one?
I can't remember.
God,
Probably like
yeah,
half a
exactly.
year ago.
It's out of memory. Too long ago.
Anyway, this is
yeah.
the new GSC podcast.
New.
It's
It's
brand
fresh,
new, fresh.
and
yeah.
it's got me in it, so
Fun.
of course everybody's inclined to like it.
Coolio. So, today we are discussing mainly the new changes that have been made to GSC, as we've just
shit.
had the renovation.
Should we just talk about what you wanted to do? Unique really wanted to sit everybody down and give a brief history of the GSC.
I mean, it would have been a good
What
opening
do you
podcast type, you know.
We thought that would be an incredibly boring podcast, so instead.
Also, we
decided
only gave
to
ourselves
everything-
like half an hour to plan this podcast out. So.
But I want to hear the history.
Yeah, me too.
I think we all.
Well, it all
decided
started about 2
collectively-
years ago,
no.
when
Thank
Jarrett
God.
created the community.
As I
Yeah,
was
let's not do
Before
that.
I've been interrupted.
Why not? I really
15
like it so
times.
far.
It was going well, but
The
I mean,
end.
Cool.
realistically, it's much more.
Anyway.
I think everybody would be willing to listen more
So, Ham,
to all the changes.
So are me.
Ham. So you
Wow.
are officially the new owner of GSC. How does that make
Oof.
you feel?
Oof. It's pretty great.
Is that it? Is
You-
that all you
what
want
a
to say?
What else do you want me to
responsibility
say?
You could ban
What's
whoever you
your
want now.
agenda?
You
What's your
literally
agenda for
told
new owner of the
The
GSC, Ham?
entire
Oh my
community in your very soft pause. Like, come on. Anything
Um,
else?
God. It's pretty great. Unexpected. Very unexpected.
Yeah, it's quite sudden, wasn't it?
We probably don't.
We
really
don't
wanna go
need to
through
talk
how it
about the
happened.
extreme behind the scenes stuff.
He's just
Yeah.
sort of.
Uh,
Ham just sort of pulled out his sword and dethroned
Basically.
the last person that
Obviously,
held
he's
it.
doing quite a good job.
technically, the last person who
Oh.
owned it was Billy for about 15 seconds.
for about 15
Yeah.
seconds.
Sure,
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
It was
Oh
good.
yes.
It was a good sequence of events.
Mm.
I for one, really enjoyed it.
Take ownership right now. No.
No, I
Mm,
can't.
it just
I've lost power.
I mean,
have no
honestly, I
power.
think Ham, if you get sick of it, you can always give it to me. I'd be willing to take.
Mm-hmm.
Unique, great decision. Unique,
Mm.
prettiest, the owner.
So,
Mm.
shall we get on to our main topics of conversation for today?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, it would probably be a good idea.
got-
We should probably. I mean, we could
We
just.
got a
end it
pretty
here.
good. Okay, thanks guys for listening to this week's
Bye.
podcast.
Bye.
I know it was a little
Really
short.
good start and a
A
solid.
little
finish.
short.
Thank you.
All
Everybody.
right, so, where do we begin? It's
At
it's
the
a big
beginning.
topic.
At the
So-
top of the top of
The
my
top of the
notes,
list that you
God.
made.
preferably.
Oh my god.
The plan for the region.
All right. So I think we should let Ham thank the conversion team. Go on, Ham.
Good job, Unique. And Aiglin. And Connor. And Mitch. Good work.
Thanks, man.
And
You're
Ham.
welcome.
And
And-
Ham.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't
Just
Addy,
stood
wasn't
by
Addy on
and
the team as
directed
well?
us.
Addy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I-
but,
I didn't have time to check.
I,
Yeah, we can't forget Daddy, the football college.
I mean, if he was in there, then thanks, Addy, for I don't know
Be in there.
doing the colors and stuff. I guess. You know, while I
Doing the
typed
colours.
up an entire hour of rules. Thanks.
Oh man,
You're welcome.
the proofreading session for that was great.
Yeah,
That
just
was,
get typos.
no, That was not okay.
Fun fact: the proofreading of the rules was the bottleneck to what to what caused the server. It's like the last thing that had to be done.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eglin and I
dude,
were
we
taking forever to do it.
We
You
kind
guys
of
were
cut it off.
Did, like,
proofreading?
one sentence at a time. Oh
You
my
guys were
God.
proofreading my rules, like every single letter
It was.
had to be
Yeah.
perfect.
This letter is one
until about
pixel too
2
small.
seconds until we launched the reboot, basically.
We got about halfway, then we threw in the towel.
Good.
No, it was more. It was more.
I
I
mean,
was the voice of reason.
We go
telling
through
you
the
guys
if
to,
by
We
the
were
okay
waiting
if
for you
you
to throw
if
in the
any of you
towel.
can find like any grammatical mistakes with the rules, blame Ham
Good
for
luck.
making us rush.
You have to be like an ancient Harvard student to find that.
An ancient one.
I was listening
Ancient
to it
You
the
have
other
to
day.
spend 200 hours. No, 200 days. No, 200 years in that school, just rotting there to be able to find the grammatical errors in that. It's ridiculous.
Well then, no, go. We got that out of the way. So
Oh, you know what?
so
We
should move on.
We should.
I don't
Yes.
think so.
At the end.
God
we should
forbid we
probably
run
go-
11 minutes over time.
Oh my god.
No.
No.
Stick to the agenda.
Yeah.
Ham's
Yeah.
safe word.
That is
Okay.
my safe word.
So I think the first topic we've got written down here is the roles and ranks.
Before we go into that, we should probably just note that after we're done talking about our changes,
Oh right,
we
yeah.
are going to leave it open to everybody in the Twitch chat to ask us questions, clear some confusion.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's a good point. Probably worth noting.
The orange
Jeff
juice
wants to know
is
what
really getting
happened.
to my eyes.
What happened in the revamp?
Jeff wants
What happened
to
in
know.
the revamp? Well, that's what this entire stream is
what-
going to be about.
That's what we-
That's what this
Stay tuned
podcast
to
is
learn
for.
more about.
We'll get to
Yeah.
that.
Stay tuned for more.
Okay, so
After this
yes,
commercial break.
let's talk about the
Yeah.
roles. Let's talk about the roles and ranks at the moment. So, first thing on Mitch's list for now, time requirements are redacted. So
Hey.
Gone.
you no longer have to wait.
Disappeared.
No longer to wait 5 years just to get bronze, even if you've
Yeah,
got
so
a
Joey
Jillian.
doesn't have to wait 5 years for
Yeah.
Prestige 5.
Anti-fan.
Yeah. That's okay. Cool. Good thing we got that bullet point out of the way.
That's a good one.
Here's a big one. We're moving over to Me 6.
Shit.
Instead of good old Tatsumaki that we've been
You
very
mean
loyal
bad
to
old
for all this.
Tatsumaki.
Oh yeah, bad old Tatsumaki.
Old,
What about I?
crazy old Tatsumaki, who, for some reason, everybody likes to fondle. No, I shouldn't say it like that. Everybody likes to play with. So that's
no.
what.
Anyway, should we?
It's got
So-
a couple
so,
of minigames,
Mitch-
and that's the only
so-
good thing about it.
Mitch, you know that
So-
Tatsumaki's an anime character.
What?
Tatsumaki's
Yeah.
an anime character. So you just said
Thanks,
you
good-
want to
we're
fondle
getting
an anime
rid
It's a
of
character.
good thing we're moving over to Me 6, isn't it?
It
Then
is, yeah.
Me 6.
Mhm.
Me 6 is a Rick and Morty
and Morty.
character, which makes it
Oh.
infinitely more
Rick and
intelligent.
Morty. It
Far
is, though.
far more
Why
intelligent.
can't
than-
we just have like a bot called iCarly? I think that'd be a perfect.
iCarly
name.
bot.
That's
So,
something
so,
everybody can
so.
agree on.
God. I
Can we-
is a great show.
Can we
Anime
discuss
to
then?
Rick and Morty.
What are the benefits of Me 6 then? Why have we switched over?
It's automated.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't
Good
it?
point.
Yeah, I mean,
Egglin,
And
you
it
know,
scales.
you know
Tatsumaki's
more about
can do the
it
same
than
thing.
anybody
Scales,
here.
so it's
Egglin.
actually harder to get higher ranks.
It really is.
Yeah,
really
there's
is.
lots of it than that.
Just
well-
ask Demo Man from Billy's community.
True.
I think the
I
first
mean,
thing I should
to be
say,
fair to Tatsumaki. I mean, oh yeah, you go.
the first thing I should say, if you don't know about these changes yet, they're in the How to Rank Up chat, all written out quite neatly.
That is very
Mm,
true.
You should read that.
Yeah, into the detail. Essentially, you have 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks now, to get to the highest rank you possibly can: bronze, silver, gold, plat, prestige, whatever. After 2 weeks, we will go to this new system where Music is the ruler of GSC with an iron fist, and we'll do all of your leveling for you. That's pretty much it.
So
You
don't
guys-
act up, or Me 6 will kill you.
Oh my God.
We don't have to do anything, and it's all up to you guys.
Nice.
Fantastic.
We're putting
trying
several
to do
moderators out of a job
everything.
though.
Now it's more.
Mitch.
Huh?
Doc says you're the only competent person that knows how to use Me 6. That's what Doc said.
That's a pretty high title to hold there, Mitch.
Chocolate the Head has said hashtag on Demo.
I just wanna say before
Demo
this,
doesn't want to come back apparently.
before
but-
this began, I was literally learning about Me 6 as we were making the notes. I know
Uh-huh.
nothing of this, right? I think you're delusional. You sort of need to.
No,
accept
Mitch is
that.
the smartest on the staff team, if we're gonna be honest.
I am. I'm the most
What?
intellectual.
No,
which
I
is
am.
Exactly
Okay,
why
maybe.
No, pretty sure it's Mitch.
More
Me
like
6
intimate,
is based off
not
of my
intellectual.
favorite TV show, Mode of the Vampire. It's an all-time classic that everybody can appreciate.
Dude, intellectual, more like intimate. Am I right?
You're
Mitch gets very
you're right.
Intimate.
Yeah,
Mitch gets very intimate with Tatsumaki.
So
But I would say so, yeah.
the new roles on GSC, the ones that will be given via Me 6, they're going to be different, aren't they? For a
Yes.
start, they will not have sidebar status. So if you look in GSC
Thank
at
God.
the moment, you got all of the platinums beneath the prestige. Beneath the platinums is the gold, and you've got silver, bronze, and normal players. In the new system, everyone will be sort of lumped together.
Bye.
It'd be like one big happy family once again.
I mean, you have
Except
different,
with different
you have
colours.
different colours.
We
Yes.
can always talk about why that is as well.
We should.
Anybody want to take
Who wants to do that?
The poll said that there was
Wear
an
your
elitist
body armor.
group-
Wear your body armor.
There was supposedly an elitist group going on, so you're like, you know what? Everyone's gonna be on the member list, so we don't have that problem.
And if you start-
Basically,
Genius, really.
there was a lot of there was a bit an elitist mentality from a few members who were higher up. So we figure putting everybody on sort of the same level of playing field and same sidebar status will help to create a more positive environment, really, and reassure members who are a bit lower down in the rankings that one, they don't have to. It's
They're
not
special.
like a far-reaching. goal to
Honestly,
get up.
it's just.
They're not the lowest of the bunch, you know.
I
they're not
think
the bottom
it's
of
just
the
a
barrel.
plot to
Like remote.
It's just a plot to annoy England so that everyone puts as many exclamation marks
yeah.
before their name as
No,
possible.
it's a
Yeah.
plot to make me feel more elitist.
If you start your name with an exclamation mark, you're not going to get casted for anything
No,
big.
no. It's actually a plot to make the staff team look more elitist.
Yes, because then the staff team can just
that's
ban
not
people.
on my notes, you rogue. Damn it.
Dude, I'm going rogue with this.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. Next.
Um,
Oh,
Should we
actually,
discuss
why we
don't
next?
have-
Yeah, we've done that.
Done that, yeah.
Should
oh,
we
no.
answer Chocolate's question in the chat?
What did he ask?
He asked, why do we not have rules for amount of time you've been here?
What?
Oh, you
so
mean
why?
us getting rid of the time requirement?
It's
Like-
because the amount of time you've been on the GSC is not necessarily reflective of how active you are on the GSC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a
'Cause-
member today who hadn't been active since mid-2017 who started spamming for no reason and had to deal with that, unfortunately.
Yeah, so if we had roles for that and that person had like the highest role for being here for a year, then that just wouldn't be something that would be completely fair.
It's all
'Cause-
hopefully gonna lead to, rather than somebody just staying around, maybe not talking as much as others, but getting, a rank for that. We're more trying to encourage discussion, really, I think.
It seems to be working already.
hmm I think that's basically everything we've got for the roles and ranks.
Fit for roles.
Any more
right.
thoughts from anyone here?
I mean, one thing we haven't mentioned, since we're not giving them sidebar status, we can have a lot more than we did before, and they can be more nicely spaced out.
Yeah. There are probably
Yeah,
going to be more
so-
roles. That's true.
Yeah, that will help the roles because then we won't have
Oh,
sidebar status that goes a little tiny thing you can go all the way down your screen with, and that just
Purple
won't be
is
good.
a bad color. I should
And-
be red. Viva la revolution.
and it's like a soft restart. It's not a full restart.
Yeah.
So, yes. So,
Can you have a non-mon?
the people who don't worry if you're platinum or whatever, we'll give you a soft pillow. It's a soft restart, and you won't feel like you just come crash landing back down to Earth.
Yeah, are
because
we giving like small advantages to those who
in
who
reality you
who have
have
ranks, or are
but
we
we're
do we
giving
scrap that
you
idea?
a
No,
good parachute.
I can answer that. They're going to keep their older ranks, and I don't think people are going to be able to earn them again in the future. They'll be kind of legacy.
I see.
rewards.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the legacy rank.
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna
that
have
makes sense.
different levels of ranks. I'm pretty sure Connor said we're like
I just got a
different ranks
decoding
are going to
error. What
become
the heck?
legacy ranks like eventually. So like the new Me6 ranks will eventually get reset, and then have those will be
We're
legacy.
not sure about that yet. We'll have to
Yeah,
see.
we're not sure yet. That might be a thing to be implemented, but I don't know.
Moving on then.
Right, moving on. We've got new advertisement chats in the GSC. Lots of brand spanking new places for you to
Everybody should
say
be
how cool you
excited
are and be a
about
sellout.
The Discord.
Unique is not allowed to use them.
advertisement. Unique is
I've got
permitted from
the
using them.
I've got the super cool better ranks and whatever. Wait, better chats.
No, elitist.
Yeah.
Stop it.
There's some chats that only Unique can see that he advertises in.
There's just an advertisement chat that's Unique only can see, and he just advertised to himself. It's a little
Yeah.
bit. I gotta
Yeah.
tell you, it's embarrassing.
We
Honestly.
should-
Did the stream just go weird for anyone else, or was that just me? I think it might have just been me. Okay, we'll ignore that.
Media resource decoding error. I knew this stream was gonna go horribly. We had
If-
bad omens.
If that happened to anyone, just refresh the stream. It seemed to work for me.
I
Okay.
don't think having a religious rank would be very good, Jam, because some people would inevitably fight over that.
Yeah, back on topic.
Yeah.
So what are the cool new advantages of these chats, guys?
Yep.
Cool.
Some in the Discord advertisement chat, you can only post there under certain circumstances, so it will not be spammed and your advertisement just be pushed away.
This code advertisements are something that God, this is gonna sound like that donkey video, isn't it? Something the fans have been asking for no, something the members have been asking for a while now,
Mhm.
and we delivered because the way it's gonna work is, I believe, so you can send us your Discord through the forms in important links. We have a forms in important links now, and you'll be able to send us your Discord, and we'll evaluate as a staff team based on a number of things like maturity, server activity. So your activity in GSC, if you're supporting us, we will support you in that sort of way. And the overall quality of your Discord server.
Yes,
So
we will
based
join
on
it.
those, we'll evaluate if we'll put your Discord in our advertisements or not. Mostly, they'll be accepted. The only glaring issue that they won't is if, say, you haven't been active enough, or it's not really set up properly. Like
Or you
it's
should use
not
the
worth
Maestro.
directing to your server. Realistically, they should all be accepted unless there's a big issue somewhere.
And with the activity, it's not just posting any message in the server. If you're only using the advertisement chats, then that doesn't really count as being active. That's just using it for advertisement. That's not really completely supporting us.
We also base off of, say, adhering to the rules that were there before. So say if you repeatedly posted links to that Discord before we implemented this, then you're sort of disrespecting the rules that we had back then, and therefore we just feel you shouldn't have it now, in a sense.
What are you talking about right now?
Keep it. You pay attention.
Thanks for keeping up, Ham. Earlier,
You're welcome.
everybody.
Oh, this is awkward.
Wait, but you
we
didn't
were
answer my question.
What are we talking about? We're talking about advertisement chats.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have we got everything covered with them?
Yeah, there's not much more to say.
There's
not
not
much
much
more
more to say.
Yeah. There's a lot of positive discussion in the staff about splitting the advertisements. So there's
Yeah, I
positive
think
discussion
it's had a good impact on the GSC though.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Events. What about events?
Yeah,
Well,
do tell. Man.
after community feedback, events will be more quality based. What does that mean? I don't
This
know.
means we're going to check the quality of every event, every official GSC event before it happens to make sure it's not shitty Survivor 44.
If your event's shit,
Bye.
you're not. No.
You
Bad.
make it better
No.
and you come back.
No offense
Noob.
to anyone whose event gets.
No offense to anybody who's made a series of piston puzzles and put a flag at the end.
I'm
a
getting
winner
complaints
at
about
the
the
end.
swearing.
Now,
Shaking my head.
if we
Yeah.
tell you that
Yeah.
your event isn't accepted, don't take that to heart.
God, I
We're just
apologize
yeah,
for my
That's the
awful,
same thing with Discord link.
yeah.
like excessive swearing. Rule number 1 of them.
Yeah, I'll get to the rules in a moment.
Sorry.
It's
Oh,
still
we
on
will.
events day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Events must be events still 24 hours in advance if you want to host an event. You've still got to give us 24 hours notice. Ask an event coordinator. But there's a new little rule for play sessions. You no longer have to wait until the next new moon in order to host a play session.
Until the planet
If you feel like if you wanted to play on Hypixel, too bad, you've got to wait until tomorrow. You know.
Yeah.
Now
Shame.
now you've only got to wait 2 hours. That's a
2
much better
hours.
improvement. Yeah.
Instead of 2 days, we've limited it to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Instead of 2 revamps on GSC, it's 2 hours now.
So why would you actually want to host a GSC event? Well, unlike your regular events where you put in general chat, hey, come play with me, or the new play with me chat, the GSC events, they get an ad here, or most of them do anyway.
Should we talk about how we're judging GSC events from now on?
I
Yeah,
think
go on.
so.
Do that.
Well, essentially, I can't speak for the event coordinators.
I think Remote should talk about this.
Go ahead. Oh man, Remote.
Are you an
sure.
event coordinator, Remote? Oh man.
Yes, I am an event coordinator.
Wow, this is your time to shine.
Perfectly
Let's do this. Okay.
So, Remote, if you just wanted to read clearly my note right there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well,
Damage.
just find the card, Remote. Find the card.
just in the,
There you
okay. So, events are being judged based on many. Like, to do an event, it has to be done first. That's the thing. It needs to be done, completed, and we need to know that it'll actually function properly as an event. The second thing we want to know is that you actually tried a little bit in it. We're not looking for events that will be Raven and Tagada and Strikeout quality. We're just looking for events that looks like people will enjoy and people would have fun with. And if we see that you didn't really try and the challenges look like they'll maybe make some people pissed off or kind of make some people unhappy with how it turned out, then we will decline it.
Not every show can be a meme show.
With the
Yeah,
help
I
of
don't
the
know.
original,
He didn't even read my note. I can't believe it. He just winged it.
Okay, you didn't even put anything. I thought that was a joke. What?
I think
No,
the
it's
one
actually
other one-
line.
didn't. I
I see it.
hardly put anything for that one.
Our event
It's
coordinators
fine.
will be
I
working
forgive
together
you.
to evaluate the event and judge if it's of high enough quality to be an event.
I think the
Yeah.
number one offender here is those events that have the same 7 challenges involving piston puzzles, spleef,
Yes,
True.
that's the other
Like,
thing.
it has
Not
to
same
be-
challenges.
Oh
all the
man,
time.
I hate game shows where just every single challenge is spleef. That's the worst kind of game show.
Oh man,
It'd be tragic if someone hosted an event like that.
somebody
Bounce.
Oh
dare
no.
to put an event together or a show together which solely involves spleef.
Aha, I
Man,
think
I
I've just
might
had an
just-
idea.
I might just
Ah.
crucify myself. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It'd be
But
even
if you
worse if
would
someone
like a show
promised to
that's
play like Wool Run or something, and that turned into spleef as well.
But if you would like spleef, go check out Unique's Twitch page, which you're on right now.
How could you have
Whoa,
such a
unless you're
idea?
watching the podcast later on YouTube or something.
Mhm.
Then go to his Twitch page.
No, I think the AHA Game Show seasons 1 and 2 are already up. AHA Game Show season 3 will be
Oh,
up on
shit.
YouTube soon. Why am I self-promoting in the middle of a podcast? I don't know.
Definitely self-promotion. That's the number one thing on
Absolutely.
GSC. Unique just self-promotes all the time.
I feel
Self-promotion.
it's
I
important
think
to note
everyone
that
should subscribe to my YouTube channel.
I almost just
I
threw
love
it
self-promotion.
down.
Don't do it.
That could have been pretty bad.
Okay, what's next?
The new
Don't
rule.
worry. I'm
Are we
fine.
done with events? I think we're done with events already. Wow.
Oh
Absolutely.
god.
Whoa. Okay, so
Hey, we gotta leave plenty of time for questions.
we've got what?
Plenty of time for questions.
Yeah,
We
got loads
absolutely,
of
we
shit.
have actually. We're only about 30 minutes in.
Actually, before we get to the new rules, does anyone?
If you're fu-
Does
okay,
it, should we
it's
should we
totally
do a
safe-
bit of a question session now about the things we talked about
Right,
so
Yeah.
far?
maybe.
Fine.
It's
Okay.
totally safe to
If anyone
say,
has
if
any
you're
questions
finding this,
about
if
anything
you're
we've
finding this
yeah.
boring,
You guys are
Please
speaking at the
now.
same time.
I can't get a word in.
No, it's fine. This is the best type of podcast.
Man,
Okay.
Yeah, we're so dedicated
So-
to talking
so the topics-
about our
Topics we
beloved-
talked about so far.
Shut up!
Oh my god.
This is great.
No, you first.
Wow, it's a nice day outside, isn't it? Well, I can't
Lovely
believe we
weather
both tried
we're
to Oh man, we tried to interrupt each other at the
Here
same
on
time. that's
GSC,
great.
we're a very friendly staff team.
Very professional.
Okay, what were you trying to say? I'll zip my mouth. You go, Mitch.
Go after you. You first. No, go ahead.
All right, fine. Okay,
I'm waiting on you.
I'll say the topics
Yeah,
we've
after
talked
you.
about so far. Shut up. So we talked about roles and ranks. We talked about the new advertisements, and we talked about events. Do any of you have any questions about them? If you do, please ask in the chat now. Someone's asked why Mez isn't showrunner anymore. Do we want to talk about that?
Democracy.
I thought we made him showrunner again.
Elitist views.
I don't think he asked for it again.
No, he applied. We just haven't got around to processing him yet.
Oh, okay.
True.
Pruned
So-
him from the staff team.
So it's okay. In that case, I don't think Mez is permanently not showrunner.
He's
I
probably-
You see,
I think that's
he just isn't mod because he pruned the GSC.
yeah. That's old news, though. We don't need to go over
When we
that.
hit that prune button, though.
We all know.
Dark Brian
We don't need
asks,
to go
so when
into
is the Mitch role coming?
it.
Good question.
right now,
Ham.
So, yes,
When is Mitch's role coming?
we're working on it.
The
The
It's
question
in
is,
progress.
when is Mitchell not coming?
We're deciding on a color. I think we're gonna go
We
with
are?
a bright orange.
It'll probably.
And
That'll probably be a solid poop color.
anybody who is dubbed a glorious bastard like me.
We'll get the nice
Well,
brown.
The
We'll
thing with
get
the
it
Mitch
now.
roll is that everyone gets
Why on
a
earth?
minute.
Why on earth is this the topic that we have devolved our
Roll.
conversation in?
Because a
Man.
question was asked about it.
You actually has to sacrifice multiple goats in order to get the role. It's a big process, but I'm sure everybody will be on it. No, I mean, we all know the dedication of our members, of our GSC members. They'll be on that immediately. They'll be going to the pet store and purchasing several goats.
This podcast is actually sponsored by the Give Mitch Showrunner Foundation. Please donate generously.
No, it's not.
And we're
Shush.
giving Rick showrunner.
Yeah, we might
No,
as well
no.
just give the entire GSC
How does
showrunner while
trying
we're
to
at it.
gradually bully
Ham,
me
you would be
into my
showrunner if you
silence
actually
is
finished
not
cash in or
working.
cash out. Let's be
No, I
real.
wouldn't. No.
No, at this point in time, you'd be on like season 3 or 4. Quality would have gone up. It was skyrocketed. We'd have had great new cash in or cash out seasons. Can't
Dude,
wait
he would
for
have had mock
can't wait
open.
for my
And then
builds that
also
I
be
built for cash in or
failing
cash out.
school. So you know.
Shaking my head.
Dude,
Any
who cares if
more
you fail
questions?
school if you have showrunner?
Doesn't look like we've got any more questions on this topic. I don't see
Really?
any more.
Nothing.
The rules.
Guys,
So anyway, let's
come
move on.
Shit,
Let's move
wow.
on to the
No
next
questions.
big topic. The new rules on GSC.
Mitch,
Mm-hmm.
you made a typo in Connor's name.
I did not. I don't make mistakes. Just carry on reading.
Okay.
That is
So,
true.
I think let's put credit where credit is due.
Cosmic has a
Mitch.
question.
Mitch and Connor. Oh, well, okay. We'll answer Cosmic's question.
Fine, I guess, sure.
Are mod applications opening back up? Are they, Ham?
Gasping
No!
Japanese.
No.
Good thing we've got that established. Moving on.
Great.
Okay.
Gasps
Mitch and
in
Connor wrote the
Japanese.
rules, and Aiglin and I were the proofreaders. Except we didn't get enough time because Ham cut us short.
We only played
Well,
with
to be
people
fair, you
properly.
did. I mean, as established in the beginning of the stream, you did sort of proofread like you were reading
Every
Braille.
single
If
character.
only, if only you weren't
Yes,
reading Braille.
Twice.
this comma needs to be a semicolon. This word needs to have a capital letter. You know, it's that sort of
It was
stuff.
literally like you were like intoxicated trying to read Braille.
You-
That's what it was.
I think that this word is spelled wrong because 2 dots does not follow by 3 dots.
You go a bit further down, you can find 2 mistakes in the same sentence. Still there.
You guys brought up every single punctuation rule under the sun. Just ridiculous.
And what do you say? We had to get rid of all those nasty loopholes.
And then it was the English language, so they had a lot of them.
Why did we change the rules? Why would we rewrite them? Why
because
did
they were terrible.
spend
That's
my-
why.
5 hours
Basically.
of building a
The rules weren't
Right.
Kids
the rules weren't
don't know what common sense is.
the rules weren't
Whoa.
clear enough to be
Yeah, because
to
if
be
you got a rope,
completely.
Yeah.
Go on.
Mhm.
Go on.
if you got a rope that was about 60 feet long and you tied the 2 ends of it together, you had this giant hole that was as big as the loopholes in our previous rule.
Right.
Good point. Yeah.
The
So, you have to
the
fix
OP, yeah, we need to make the rules much clearer. And hopefully that is now the case. If you've not read the rules, please read the rules.
Please
No.
do.
Or get
Should,
banned.
although,
I mean,
should we go for a?
we
Were we
don't
going
want
to
no casual-
explain the
Yes, no.
rules in
No.
excruciating
No.
detail, or
60%
Too long.
they are pretty long,
60%
aren't
of
they?
GSC rule-related casualties are from not
Honestly-
reading the rules.
Honestly, these rules need a TLDR. To be honest, I mean, I can't even fit them all
Yeah,
on the
but,
page
yeah.
at the same time.
It's easy. We've basically written out the definition for common sense in a very long-winded way.
True.
Hopefully, you find no loopholes, and if you do, ban defective immediately.
Yes.
Thank God.
Thank the maker.
Well then, why was it necessary that we did this? Well, it's to reduce the toxicity. Am I correct?
Many complaints came from the form
Mm.
that Striker posted. Sorry,
Who's
he
Striker?
posted.
It's not. His name isn't forbidden. He's not
He who must
Voldemort.
not be named.
It's tabooed. It's like Voldemort.
You just said Voldemort's name.
Oh no,
Dude,
darn
you
it!
literally.
I'm
just
gonna
said
be
it,
murdered
but
in the
that's
night.
besides The point.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. He posted it, and we got a lot of feedback on toxicity, and
Yeah, we did.
And we're hopefully looking to improve that.
And we
You know,
stabbed it
that's
with a
something-
fork.
That's something in the meeting we had a lot of discussion about on ways we could improve and lower toxicity.
Hmm.
So hopefully,
On a vaguely similar.
the new
topic-
rules-
Banning of dabbing was effective.
Yeah.
I think it was.
You can't-
because
you can't-
No one's dabbing.
You can't dab anymore because it's considered annoying,
mhm,
and that's against the
Mhm.
rules.
it's under rule
Always
number
been
3, I
Bam.
believe.
Bam.
You see, Mitch has memorized
Anyway,
the rules. Give this
on,
man showrunner.
On a similar-ish
exactly.
topic to the rules, are we going to
Mitchell.
talk about the ban appeal system? Did anyone want to touch on that?
That sounds.
Yes. In the words of the ban appeals themselves, if you know someone who's been a little bit naughty, or maybe been a little bit naughty, send them the ban appeal form link found in the important links chat, and they might potentially get unbanned. We've already had one person unbanned today. And
Hey.
that's about it. There are some other links there as well with other forms that you might want to fill out, such as applying for showrunner.
Portal Links is a really good chat. You should check that out because there's a lot of things. So far, I think on the feedback, we've only got two feedback.
things.
Yeah.
You can leave feedback both positive and negative. I mean, we don't
And
mind,
two-
but you have to leave your name. You have to leave your name simply so that if we have any further questions, we can go to you and tell us a bit more about your opinion.
And then we
If you
can
sort
thank
of-
you for actually responding.
And we can thank you, yeah, absolutely. And
And then we can
Yeah.
give you showrunner.
even if it's don't be afraid to put
Yeah.
your name if it's something negative about the
Confirmed.
server. That just helps us know that you're invested and want to see the change, like good positive change to the server. So we're all about that.
If you think you're going to get banned for an opinion, you're
You're
really
not
wrong.
going to get banned for an opinion.
Not under the new
Realistically.
leadership. Wink.
Oh shoot! Throwing shade.
Well,
Oh, well, that was oh man. Well, moving
Bam,
on,
Shane.
I think. Let me quickly think of some sort of diversion there. My new favorite color is the deer.
it's the
Thank
deer.
you.
Wait, what kind of
What?
color is that? It's not a color.
It's an
Giraffe
animal.
color. It is, in fact, an animal. Sorry, I got a little bit mixed up there. Yeah.
It's on the
Bye.
topic of color. Shame on you, Mitch and Remote, for having the same color.
No, let's not get sidetracked. Alright, this is.
I had to give
your-
you different shades of orange.
No, you see, one of them is a clementine and one of them is an orange.
Honestly, we sort of scraped the bottom of the barrel for.
Should have had Lambo
few-
instead of Remote.
We could have had
No.
Lambo instead.
Then we could have used
and
green
the
instead of
comedic
another
value-
orange.
The comedic value of the entire podcast.
Jeez,
would be
Remote,
raised.
why couldn't you
Oh.
have why couldn't you have a green skin, Remote?
It's a shame.
You know what? I'll go make a green skin right now.
You're gonna make a green
Great
skin
idea.
right
You
now.
absolutely
You make skin.
No, yes, I will dye my skin green.
Dark Brian, is this a chill stream? Arguably. I mean,
I mean, I think it's a bit
Clean
chilly in
spec.
here.
it is a bit.
The weather.
The weather's
We'll
the
see
weather's
whatever
the
we're
weather's
having.
changed dramatically. Like 2 months ago there was snow, and then like the day after that, it was basically the Sahara Desert.
So
Now
as you can
it's-
see,
We're heading back
There's a
towards
lot of
snow.
breeze
It
coming in
seems.
from the left region.
Yeah. Oh man.
this segment of the podcast is weather with Unique. Go ahead, take it away.
I like the
We
weather.
got a large amount of toxicity coming in from the east.
What?
damn
It's 17,000 ban appeals coming in from the west. the weather was,
That's another
although
thing, that's
it
another
although it
thing.
seems the weather was quite nice yesterday for UPM.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are on a roll, by the way, with
Mhm.
ban appeals. If somebody's banned or you want to send the ban appeal, it's in important links. We're trying to
Doesn't mean you're gonna get
evaluate.
a
Nice segue back to
Right.
relevancy there, Mitch.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
See
Mhm.
how competent am I? Just when you thought, Mitch is the least competent member on the staff team, here I am smashing expectations since 2000.
You are.
Oh yeah.
You forgot to
Absolutely.
mention it was
We're
it's
not
raining showrunner
smashing
application.
my expectations.
It's raining
I'm not
showrunner
smashing anything
applications.
because I am not homosexual.
Yes, if you did make
Yes,
a
that's
showrunner
Billy for that.
application, it will take a
But
while.
I think Rick has been working harder than Mitch.
Eglin, as you were saying.
I don't think Eglin was saying anything.
No, he was. He was just under the amber full voices.
Well,
Oh,
I'm done now. If
Yeah,
you
I think
didn't
it's just
hear it,
another
it's your
joke. Yeah.
problem.
I
Sorry,
think it's
Aiden.
everyone's
Go
problem.
rewind the YouTube
Okay.
video and listen to it again, shaking my head.
hmm
Okay.
Shake my head, my head.
So
Meh.
on the topic of showrunner applications, I'd
Ooh.
like. I think it's
We're on
important to announce or welcome Happy and Kajp to the showrunner team.
Hey.
They
Gigi.
they worked very hard for it. I know that they've been working very hard on their new
Pleading.
shows.
They got
Pleading,
on their
yeah.
knees.
Both of them
frequently.
actually, I think, applied twice. Both of them rejected the first time. So,
Wait, Kajp
so
applied
it's
twice?
Let
yeah, they
this be a
both
lesson
replied.
to you
Kaj, I
all.
think Kaj replied back when he did POV 1. I think.
If at first you don't succeed, apply again.
But if you don't
Uh-huh.
think POV2 is high enough quality, let's ask two of the
And-
contestants right here.
And oh yeah, POV 2 is great.
Yeah.
That's going to be an awesome game show. If you're not looking forward to anything at the moment, look forward to POV 2. Like,
Not exams, POV2.
If you've made it.
it's very soon. Higher by 2 is tomorrow, I think. As of
Higher by
as of,
4, what the heck?
Sorry, yep. I got mixed up. Higher by 2, back in time.
What the heck?
Higher by
No, yeah, I mean,
tomorrow.
higher by 4 is tomorrow. I play tested that one. I can say that one's pretty decent as
Was
well.
it a good one?
Yeah, it's got
don't hire
it's
by
got some
4.
hilarious challenges. If you're into meme shows and you're missing Luigi's shows, Higher by will fill that void in your heart.
That dark void that you so long
Yeah.
to fill.
So
I-
Phil, at
I
SOM,
literally-
download
I'm not even lying. I literally had a dream like a few days ago that the TDM10 was actually happening, and I was so happy because
Told
it
me
meant that
about this,
it was
didn't
so happy. Do you know why I was happy? It's because it meant that
Well,
it's because it, I can't speak. It's because it meant that Luigi might record another season of SOM.
oh shoot.
In my dream, no offense to Dan, I was more excited that Dan recording TDM10 might lead to another season of SOM from Luigi.
Unique.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
When you had this dream, which perspective were you in? Were you real life? Were you your Minecraft character? Were you in a fight?
Oh,
What were
Jesus
you?
Christ. I think I was just sitting at my computer watching YouTube or something.
Watching
I mean,
YouTube.
that's
When it
basically.
suddenly occurred to you.
Oh man, this is
Man,
the
I
trailer for
can't wait for the next
TDM10.
season.
The logo looked pretty
Of
hip in my
TDM.
dream, not gonna lie. It's a pretty dank logo.
What did it look like, Unique? Could you make one for us?
Looks
I
pretty
can't really remember what it looked like.
Then how do you know it looked hip?
When Ham dreams, he dreams about being the leader of the GSC.
Shit, that dream came true.
Well, there you go, kids.
Well,
Guys, we should bring up the new GSC Fortnite clan. That's a thing, I guess.
Oh,
It is?
Chocolate says so.
is that actually
Yeah.
a thing?
oh, and there's
It's not a...
we've actually had a good question in the chat though.
We
Back
have?
yeah,
No way.
about ban appeals. Do
No,
people get
please.
messaged if their ban appeal is accepted or denied? Or
Yes. Yes, you will.
No.
No,
Maybe.
if it's not, if we deny it, we just leave you in the dark. You just left there thinking, man, did I get in or
Wondering.
not? No, you don't. You're probably gonna get a reply from one of the staff members, one of the capable ones. You're not
Yes.
going to get a fortune cookie or high elf.
I love the high elves. Oh
You get a
man,
letter in the
I-
mail from
I-
GSC.
I actually responded to Jared's message like 2 years after he sent it to me about the high elves. I was like, actually, now that I think about it, I think I should be a partner. And he actually sent me a new fortune cookie saying I'd be demoted to member or nothing or something like that on the community. I was like, wonderful. A misfortune cookie. Yeah.
Damn. Well,
I actually read a
yeah,
ban appeal.
anyway, as I was saying, you will get a reply. You will, if you're accepted, it'll be like, "Hi, welcome back. We want to accept your appeal. We think you changed, and hopefully you can bring the positivity back to the GSC."
Tell
Um, You'll
Tell
be
them
back.
to put some effort into
Bring
it.
it back to GSC because we don't have it anymore.
Mm.
There was one today that just said I was banned because the mod is stupid and I instantly deleted it.
Oh yes, and their Discord name was even better. It was just titled "My Butt."
Oh, that sounds like a troll like a troll to me.
Clearly,
You've just,
guys,
you've just. I hope you realise that by bringing this up, you're going to get like an influx of 10 more troll ban appeals.
That's
Right?
fine, we'll just delete them.
Oh,
clearly.
I think we're fine.
I mean, if
Yeah.
they're sending a ban appeal in and their name's my butt, they're talking a lot of shit, right? I mean, I don't,
Facts.
Clap, 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 clap.
Wait.
Good joke, Mitch.
I'll leave the stage. The floor is yours.
We were
Uh,
talking about.
we were in the
showrunner
middle of talking
applications.
about Mitch. Not Mitch.
What
Mitch,
about
you're
him?
not sure.
Huh.
Yeah. We're talking about Happy and Kaj, Pierre.
Shorter an app, you could apply now in important links, which we've referenced so many a time during this podcast.
There's more to... After you, Mitch.
I wasn't saying a single thing, Eglin.
I
You're
just like
making it
cough.
up.
I just
You're
like
hearing
cough. Don't
things.
worry.
Okay.
If you die quietly, mute yourself when you cough. Shaking my head.
Yeah,
Professional
come on.
podcast right here.
Ham's grunted about 50 times during
I really
the
have.
podcast. He's a bit under the weather.
He's doing push-ups.
I
while
am.
he's,
He's got the GSC leader flu.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully, wish him well in his recovery.
Having a good show is only half the deal to being a showrunner. You actually have to be a kind of role model for people. That's very important as well.
That's a good
You have
point.
to be mature and a role model. Absolutely.
But you don't have to be staff.
No, that's also a good point. There are a couple of showrunners, for example, in Fernox, who are not staff. So that yeah, that's an option too.
And Dan.
And Dan, yeah.
Evil.
Even though there's never going to be another TTM, which makes me sad because that means there's never going to be another SOM.
That's the only.
But at least we still got Happy's high up high.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What else have we got to talk? Are we done with
Well,
that?
we've got to fill up at least the next 12 minutes with something.
Can we pass that parcel? We do. We have to fill.
Hey,
12.
wait. I'm putting like questions asked in the chat in the Discord group.
All
No,
right.
there is one more thing. If you applied for showrunner, I mean, obviously we just released this. We're going to have a large number of people applying it. We don't have any system in place yet. It's going to be a while before you hear back.
Well, what do we have to talk about yet?
We've covered most of it, haven't we? Yeah.
Civil discussion.
Civil discussion chat.
That's about it, really. And then
Yeah, why not?
maybe just looking towards what we want to do in the
Why?
future.
Oh
I
shoot!
do say, my
that's
good
right.
fellows,
Questions.
I do enjoy
Everyone-
me a spiffing civil discussion chat.
Ah, yes.
Ah, good sir.
Splendid
That's great.
idea. We conceived.
How the heck did I just hear Ham? He was muted. Whatever, that's fine.
Yep.
This is powers as a GSC leader. He's
Okay, so
collected all Chaos Emeralds.
civil discussion chat. It is a new chat in the GSC. How do you get to it?
Preach.
Read the rules and info.
Louder for the back.
I'll find the exact extract from
Read the new rules.
the rules and info. Where is it? Okay. So if you go into
Everybody read along.
anyone with the member rank can access this chat by using the !civil command in the command chat. If you believe you are too immature for this chat, then you don't have to give yourself access. But if you do, and you are not mature enough for the chat, the moderators will remove your access from the chat, and you will need to appeal to be unbanned from the chat at a later date to regain access. So, this is a cool new
Perfectly
chat.
formatted.
Yep. Spent about 10 minutes
Grammar.
proofreading it.
There you go.
Oh man.
For ease of reading.
This is a cool new chat for anyone who doesn't want to 50 dabs per minute.
Oh yes.
Remote has spotted some questions if you'd like to read them.
That were put in the Twitch chat. They are right there.
So there you go. Civil discussion.
That's
It's basically an optional chat. I mean, we haven't even said. Oh, we have sort of. but just in case it wasn't clear, you can go into the command chat. You can type !civil, and you should, I don't know, reach enlightenment essentially, and you'll be granted access to the civil discussion, where lots of people are talking. It's for more, I guess, personal topics, more serious topics. But it's also just an alternative chat. It's a lot more mature chat, I'd say.
So I reckon that basically covers everything that we wanted to talk about with the changes to GSC. So I think from this point on, we'll probably be answering questions.
Questions. Go ahead. If you have a question.
So we got a few questions that have been.
Discord chat.
Yeah, we've got a few that
Who's
we've been
been here
asked
from
already.
the start? Who's
So,
a dedicated,
hold on a second.
loyal viewer?
I think there's
Who
a few
enjoys
questions here.
hearing my voice?
Mitch, please. Okay.
Sorry, I should.
So
Mitch
Cosmic
does.
asked if
Yeah.
Demo sent a ban appeal, would he be unbanned? Maybe.
Given how long ago he was banned, if he sent a good appeal, he probably would be.
Depending if he actually
obviously-
tries on it.
I don't think we can say for certain though. Although
No, you
I
can't.
would say
Yes.
I would say probably he would be
Probably.
unbanned.
Limbo.
Cool. Chocolate, can we go over the history of GSC from 2015 to now? No.
Maybe another.
No.
I don't know how he's thinking. should
That-
I-
that
Striker
might
was
be-
owner, and then Billy was owner, and then Striker was owner, and then Billy was owner, and now
No.
I'm owner.
Yeah, I think the best part of GSC history was the moment I was promoted to showrunner. That was truly a glorious day that no one will ever forget. I don't actually know what date it was.
Oh,
It's quite frankly disgusting how, in the long history of GSC, I have never been promoted to showrunner. It's ridiculous. I mean, come on.
I remember when I was
That's
made,
my pitch.
when I was made
Thing is-
moderator, Billy initially denied it, and then the next morning he accepted it.
Can we have a current events section from Chocolate?
Current event.
So you mean like where people discuss the news and stuff?
Politics. That's
Suggest it.
Basically
Suggest it
politics.
using. Isn't there a link somewhere that you can use to
There is,
suggest chats?
You can once again. You can
If you
go to
if you think that's
important
a chat,
links.
if you think that's a chat that people will talk about, if you think that's something that people will be interested in talking about, and you think that it won't cause too much trouble, it's a bit of an iffy subject, that one.
It is, yeah.
By all means, suggest it. The staff will review it. Perhaps. Cool.
No, we'll always review. If you suggest something, we'll always take a look at it. Always.
Donut, where is the
Promise.
supporter role?
Pinky promise. Where's this porter roll?
that's an old one.
Oh, good question. Nowhere.
Dead and gone. As with the angels now.
Yeah, the supporter role was the role that unique
That was
obliterated
like-
as soon as he got showrunner.
Porter.
Oh, it was,
Good
wasn't
night,
it?
the-
Was it? It was. I
You
remember that when I was
became
promoted to showrunner. Like the first things I did was like delete a couple of roles and stuff. Oh man, I remember that.
I wish I still have that meme where it was Candace saying when you finally bust
Everyone
your dumb
uses me as a
supporter role.
scapegoat.
The
Yeah.
supporter role died because it was too arbitrary.
That's something in the history of the GSC.
Yeah.
Frequently using unique as a scapegoat.
Yup.
Chocolate said his question was about a section of the podcast dedicated to current events, which I think is going to be no. This is about GSC, not
Yeah.
current events.
Current world events.
Well, we'll be talking about
No.
current GSC events in this
GSC
podcast.
Current
events.
GSC events. Hired by 4 is
Absolutely.
coming out in
Talk
4 minutes.
politics in the
Oh, yeah,
politics
guys,
Chat
after-
in another Discord.
After this podcast, if you're listening to it live, go straight ahead, watch POV4.
Absolutely. What are you waiting
Wait,
gonna
for?
sorry,
watch it, dude.
I'm so stupid.
You need.
Dude,
you need
I don't
David.
watch game shows,
What?
but I'm gonna watch
keep-
this.
I keep mixing up Higher by 4 and POV2.
You're rubbish trying to
Dude,
have
Happy has just messaged me he's online, so he will advertise it.
Oh man, yeah, that's exciting.
Not
I
in a- not in a
I
group
know I
chat,
might be
I
watching it.
will Tag your ass.
I've already
Um,
seen all the episodes.
So,
Cheater.
shaking my head.
So for the
Billy's called me a
questions,
failure. No, we need at least 5 more minutes of content.
need at least 5 more minutes of content.
Well,
So,
why don't you-
Hey guys,
Sure, we could
what's
make
Yeah.
something up.
welcome to the new impromptu section.
Oh,
What's
you know
coming
what
up
we, you
on
know what
GSC?
we can talk about
What?
actually. I guess the future. What are we doing in the future? What is there?
Yeah, I mean
to
that's
look-
what I just suggested.
What really?
Yeah, I said what's coming up on GSC. Wasn't it?
Naturally, I just didn't
Well,
listen.
there's gonna be a board of some shape or form.
There you go, Ham. You.
Thanks for the
section.
contribute.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Ham. What are your
Besides
plans?
grunting and saying yes, go ahead.
Well, my
Floor is
plans
yours.
is to not hit the prune button.
Yeah, that's an old
Thank
meme.
you.
Actually,
I'll do
give
that.
some answer the question. I'm sure the stream and the listeners are really
I answered the
interested.
question.
Dying
I said there's
to
gonna
know.
be a board.
Yeah.
What else do I need to say?
Could you put it better?
We have a question from Dark Writing. Where is my promotion?
With
No.
the supporter rule.
What sort of
No
what
promotion.
sort of board? Hammer,
It's a-
clipboard, a
it's just a
pinboard, a dartboard. That's
Whiteboard.
Billy
A
surfboard.
certain select group of people that will aid me in making the tough decisions.
You know, I
in
can
quotations.
think
They
of a certain
also-
someone who would be
I
really good on the board. Just
Uh,
can't put my finger on it. I think
This select board won't be ignored by the leader.
throwing
Was that
shade.
shade?
Yeah, you're throwing shade.
Throwing more shade.
Bullying is not
I was
tolerated
just-
in this
No, I was
community.
just, guys, I was just clearing things up if there was any confusion.
Yeah,
Oh,
if there's any
yeah, yeah.
confusion.
It won't be
Confusion.
detailed.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Sure, a
Yeah.
few people
Why
might
are
go
so
a
many
little bit
people in the
confused.
chat so like? Why is everyone asking about the supporter role? There isn't a supporter role, guys.
Will it take me 7 months to get supporter again? I think so.
Dark writing. Where is my promotion?
I think these questions are getting a bit memey now.
Might find it.
All right, guys. Well, let's just talk about Hire by 4 for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Ooh, touchy subject. I don't know.
Bad show, bad show.
So the question is, hi or bye?
Hi or bye.
I gotta say hi.
This is such a
can I have a
pointless
vowel?
waste of time.
Vowel for hi.
Bye.
Bye.
No, bye. No.
And
No,
as we do
no
this,
bad.
I am giving out the castrol.
Right. Where do we want to end? What do we want to end this on? It's got to be one big hoorah. It's got to be like
Why don't you host something unique?
Survivor.
It's getting quite late. Not gonna lie.
Just kidding. That was an example.
11.
What is there to look forward to in the GSC? Well,
Yeah,
we're gonna establish some new roles soon. So, you know, as we said, the old roles will be redacted soon, and they'll turn into legacy roles, and we'll have
And
some
higher
new
bias
ones
went up
in
to
their
them.
place.
Right.
Buy is coming up. POV2 is coming up.
I know I've got a game show in the works. It'll probably be out in a couple of months.
GSC
probably.
events will be better quality now.
Mm.
Hopefully, it's going to be a lot more positive, and there is one giant thing in the works.
Oh right.
It's a big secret.
It's a bit of a
super-
secret thing.
Oh, we can't say a thing about it.
No,
We,
I think
we can't.
we're gonna leave it
Other than
at that.
it's
Probably. It's
something
pretty
that-
big though,
Sweet.
It is really
Pretty
big.
fantastic.
and that's
I mean, for once, I am not talking about my ego. It is humongous.
By Mitch standards, that doesn't mean
It's here.
Remote
He's
just opens
right
the
behind the
remote just
curtain.
opens the box. I have found the secret thing they are talking about.
Yeah.
Behind door number 1.
Oh man.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, you might have to wait several months to find out what it
Wow.
is.
Yeah.
And we'll leave you on that, I think. Shall we? Yeah? Is that it?
I think we might
Yeah.
be wrapping
Yeah.
up here soon. So I should probably mention that these,
Yeah.
if you're planning on watching these live, these podcasts live, they will be every other week on Sundays. So there won't be one the week after this podcast, but there will be one the week after that. So that's fun.
If you have questions for... Oh, wow. You know what? We haven't even talked when these will be. We haven't even said when these will be.
You just said it.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, I literally just said they're every other week.
What will be?
An example of me only caring about what I say.
We'll try and
And
keep them
nothing
consistent
else.
at the same time. So, yeah, put it in your diaries or whatever. We'll be
Mhm.
back in 2 weeks with another topic. Hopefully, it'll be a fun topic. But
Thank you to
but yeah.
everybody.
Alright.
thanks to
Stay,
everyone for watching.
throughout the stream.
I think, and
You
I
can
think,
go educate everybody else who wasn't. You know, the 900 or so members that weren't here on what they missed.
alright. So I think it's time to say goodbye, everyone. So, I'll play the outro music now.
Delicious
Goodbye, everyone.
outro music.
So the bye
Goodbye.
part, bye.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go probably grab like a really steamy curry right now. I'm just gonna rip my asshole into.
Can we
Right.
sing a
So-
Barney theme song when we say goodbye?